Hey everyone, it's Mindy. I am excited to come on today to talk to you guys about reaching out to influencers, collaborating with them. This is super powerful way to run your business these days. All the big companies are doing it now, and I have been on both ends of it. And so I am just going to share with you kind of what's worked for me, what I appreciate when people reach out, and all of that. Those of you that are hopping on, say hello, tell me where you're from. And if you are on the replay, type replay. If you're live, say hello. Hi, Elena. Elena just hopped on. I'll wait a minute to get started. There's a lot here. This is something I'm super passionate about, and I love sharing my knowledge with everybody. So that's it's been really fun because I've had a lot of, hi, Charity, Cincinnati, Ohio, Kentucky. Wow, this is fun. Okay, so I'm here in Utah. Today's actually the 24th of July, which is a holiday for us Utahns. It's Pioneer Day, so we're gonna have some fireworks tonight and have a barbecue, so it'll be pretty fun. Okay, those of you that are just hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Again, we're gonna talk about reaching out to those influencers, how powerful that is and why that's so important, and the right steps to do that. I work every day with my team. I get a lot of questions, and this is one of the number one questions that's getting asked lately because we all know how powerful this is, but we just don't know where to start, who to target, what to do, all of that fun stuff. So another thing that I wanted to mention was I get a lot of DMs from people not even on my direct line, which, just so you guys know, I love it. I love the fact that you guys trust me, you want to know. I'm happy to help, and I'm happy to come on here and do any type of training at any time. So all of you guys just reach out whenever. Hey Emily, hey Charity, hi Jennifer, Shauna, Melinda coming in from Phoenix. Great, okay. All right, I will go ahead and just get started. And what I did was had a lot of my team members like, hey, tell me kind of what your thoughts are, what your questions are with this, and I'll just basically answer that. If there's any other questions that come in, just go ahead and comment below. I will see it and I will answer your question. Okay, so I'm a notes girl. I actually have 3 of these, so let's get started. Okay, I just want to start by introducing myself. I'm Mindy Saunders. I live in Utah. I have 4 kids. We love everything outdoors. I'm obsessed with beauty. I have a twin sister. Her name is Mandy, so it's Mindy and Mandy. That is our brand. We have been working on building our online influence for, the joke is 33 years, because it is who you are. It's everything, right? And if you just stay true to yourself, you're gonna get there. And a point that I wanna make too is a lot of you are probably an influencer, you don't even know it. The fact that you're able to post something that you're passionate about or you love and people buy means that you have influence on other people. So I want everybody to realize that to begin with. But kind of the world standards, I guess, on a whole online influencing, I Googled it and it's kind of about 10,000 followers. It's kind of where, in, like I say, the world standards, but I know people that have 2,000 followers and they sell. Like, it's fine. People love and trust them, and they can do it. So, but that's kind of where I guess the benchmark is, to where once you hit that, you're able to actually to start charging for posts, for stories, for whatever people want you to do. You can start basically writing all that up and being like, okay, great, I'll do that, but this is what I charge, type of thing. So, so what is an online influencer? I wanted to answer that question first. I kind of just already did. So it's anybody that's basically shared their life online, and because they do that, people learn to know, like, and trust them. And when that happens, you can basically sell. People start to follow you. The people that are interested in what you have and what you believe in and all of that, when you put something out there and you're like, hey, yeah, I really love this, you guys should try it, they buy it up because they know, like, and trust them. So that's basically what an online influencer is. And those that have been doing it for a while have really built up their following, and they've really done something with it. So why is reaching out to influencers so beneficial in promoting a product? Was the next question. And I just basically, I'm already kind of ahead of myself here, but it's because people know that person, they like them, they trust them. If you can get that person to promote a product that you're selling, it's gonna sell. So that's why it's so powerful. Everybody's out there starting to do it, and honestly, the influencers are getting a little bit overwhelmed with it. They're getting tons of DMs. and all of that. So there's a right way to do it, which we'll talk about here in a minute. So in our situation, what we're doing here is we are selling these lashes, right? And when you have something that's like revolutionizing and it's brand new, like you got to kind of jump on it quick. But who do we reach out to? There's kind of a sweet spot, is what I like to call it. Like I said before, when you hit 10,000 followers, you're there in the world standards. You're able to start charging. The real rule of thumb is like for every 10,000 followers you have, you can charge $100 just for a simple post. To take a picture in somebody's product and post it, they expect to pay you $100. If you wanted to, like, if it's Instagram and they want to add it to your swipe up 3 times, you can kind of add on to it. These are little add-in on things that you can do. So that being said, if we're wanting to reach out to influencers, kind of like the right way to do that is number one, find somebody that could sell lashes, right? Somebody that's in the beauty industry, somebody that even if shock their audience. If it's somebody that's all about hair, throw this in there type of thing. So just kind of start thinking about that. You'll want to look at their account and make sure they're getting engagement on their posts, okay? The reason why you want to do that is because people can buy followers. And if you buy followers, they're robots and they do not stick around. They do not go and comment on your post. So it's super, super important to make sure you check that out. Let's see. So I wanted to mention, if you have 10,000 followers, 100. So if you find somebody that has 100,000 followers, they're probably going to charge you 1,000. Okay. So the sweet spot is kind of something that I like to look for when I do this is about 2,000 to 10,000. Okay. It's kind of like those upcoming influencers that aren't quite there yet. They probably aren't charging yet. They might be. And if they are, if you want to pay their price, go ahead and pay it. They'll do it for you. But that's kind of where I start. But I've had success with people that have less than 2,000, and it's just because of who they are and yeah, type of thing. They're upcoming. The next question is how to approach an influencer. Okay. They don't like to be spammed. Not one bit. Yeah. So here I wrote up something really good that I actually came up with, and you guys are welcome to copy it. And it just says, hi, their name. Have you heard of the new magnetic eyeliner and lashes yet? Okay, there's 2 words in there that are super, super important, okay? The word new and yet. If you kind of just leave it at that, it's kind of like, oh, what is this? Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I haven't. What is it? And then they're interested, right? You can go on to say, I'm obsessed and I'm confident you will love them too. I'd love to send you a pair. And leave it at that. There's no strings attached. We're not asking them to sign a contract. Nothing. And we need to understand that, like, they have full rights to love it or hate it. And if they hate it, then we probably don't want them to talk about it, right? So you kind of got to go in just being okay with that and willing to take that investment. You love the lashes. You're confident they will. There is that chance that they might not, but you can just show them that you love it, you're confident, and that's going to be huge on them as well. So that goes on to tell a story that I wanted to share. There was this new company that came out. We actually got the email through our YouTube. And I'm going to say we a lot because that's just my life, right? I've always had an identical twin sister growing up. If somebody doesn't know me and I'm like, we, they're like, I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't told you I have a twin. That makes sense, okay? So we get an email from somebody on YouTube and they're like, hey, we'd like you to try out this new skincare something, right? Okay, so like, yeah, cool, we'll try it. So they sent it to us. Didn't work. We hated it. They kept hounding us. We did not sign a contract. No, and for us, it's like, no, we have to try something for 2, 3, 4 weeks before we share that we love it. Even if we do love it, we want to make sure that we love it, right? So we make sure people understand that. You're probably going to get that from an influencer as well, unless they're sold right away. It's like, they're probably going to be like, give me a link. I want to sell this stuff, which is the best thing that you want from this, right? So we did. We gave it a fair shot, and they kept hounding us big time. And we finally just said, you know what? We will make a review. We will. You know, if that's what you want. But we are true to our audience, and we will tell them exactly what we think and what we feel. And after that, it was like crickets from them. So you have to like go into it. Just, I've got my kids coming. Hey, bud. You've got to go into it just knowing that that could be a possibility. And if that does happen, no, shut the door, please. And if that does happen, you've got to, Harper, he thinks he's funny, hold on. All right, anyway, so if that does happen, push it aside, move on to the next, go on with your dream list, right, of influencers. I made him promise he wouldn't do that. It'll stink. Okay, so that's the sample message that I like to send out. If you guys want a copy of that, just DM me and I'll send it to you. I have actually just saved in my notes in my phone. Oh, so you always want to be professional about it. Before you reach out to them, just know, like, especially if they're 20, 30, 40,000 followers, you want to be professional about it and you want to contact them in the way that they want to be contacted. I'm sure you've seen it before. It says, for collabs, DM me, right? So you want to kind of look into it further, see if thanks for the hearts, guys. Amber's here. Amber, you were the one that asked me this question. You're the reason why I'm here. So you want to see if it's an email that they prefer to be emailed at, or a DM, or whatever it is. Like, respect that and go with that. Otherwise, they're not going to give you the time of day. And when you do it, be professional about it. Send it from a business account. Send it from a business email. Just make it look like you're a corporate entity type of thing. That's really, really important for them to pay attention to you. There was another thing about that, is to send it at a time of day that most people won't be. Maybe early in the morning, so it's the first thing they look at when they get into their email, things like that. And then it says to follow up in 2 days, because they might have seen it, just didn't respond. Following up in 2 days, it's like, oh yeah, I did see that. You know, I probably would be interested in trying that. So yeah, go ahead and send them a pair, get their address, no strings attached. Keep building a relationship with them. Oh, and I wanted to mention, make sure that you're a true follower, okay? The worst thing that an influencer hates is you get a friend request and you're like, oh, cool, accept, DM, okay? And it might even be a DM that says, hey, how's it going? How's your day? And then you find out that they sell something, okay? You're just like, you don't care. You don't. So just make sure that you truly do, like, follow these people and you comment on their stuff. You like everything that they post. And the best way to get their attention is to maybe even make a post and tag them in it. Like, telling your audience about how cool this person is and that's why you love them, or do like a story in your Insta stories or something and just tag them. That's a good way to get their attention and let them be like, oh, this is cool. Yeah, and then they're going to start to remember your name. You reach out to them, they're more likely to do it. Any questions? I've worked with quite a few influencers who have posted about products and gotten 0 sales, and I have to check their engagement. Yes. Do you have a suggestion on finding influencers that actually get sales? There's no right answer to that. It's happened on both sides of the scale for me. You just have to just do it and see what works, and all that. But great question, Diana. Okay. I'll have to go back through and just answer those by messaging you guys. We'll keep going on here. Okay, so another question that somebody brought in was, do I pay influencers? And the answer is yes, if they expect you to, okay? And that's where if they have 10,000 followers, it's generally $100. 100,000 followers, for every 10,000 followers, it's $100. So if they have 100,000 followers, it's gonna be $1,000, right? So if you're willing to invest into that, yes, what will happen is you'll send them a message, and if they find it and they're like, oh yeah, they're interested, what they're gonna do is send you their price sheet, like a Excel spreadsheet that says, hey, cool, I'd love to work with you. If you're willing to pay this, let's talk, basically. So you can look at it and see if it's worth it to you. Yes, let's see. Be a true follower, we talked about that. Okay, guys, I just went over my notes and I think I nailed it. Everything that I had. If you guys have any questions, please ask. I'm happy to do these at any time if you guys have questions. If I don't know the answer, believe me, I'm gonna indulge myself in it and learn it all. So there we go. Hope you all have a great day. Bye.